Good morning everyone and welcome to what is the third and final hour of the Saturday morning show with me, Colin Torley, and we've got some guests in the studio today or this morning. Is okay, guys?
Yes, thank you,
yeah,
Colin.
And girls, sorry.
Thanks, yeah.
And let's do a quick introduction. We've got Jonny Williams.
Hi, Colin.
We've got John Ferrier.
Hi, Colin.
John Fez Ferrier.
Yeah, Fez.
I'm going to ask you about that in a minute. And Lindsay Strachan as well.
Hello.
And they are all from the North Berwick Songwriters group.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So first of all, what we're going to do, we're going to play. You've got a new album out at the moment with 18 tracks in it.
Yes, yeah.
And it's all from people within the group. And Jonny, you started the group, so I'm going to come to you first before we do the first track from the album. So we're going to ask you individually to chat about yourselves and your part of the group, and then chat about the songs you've picked, because strangely enough, you've all got your own singles on the album. You've not picked your own songs. I think that is commendable, guys. It really is. So we're going to chat about other people's songs on the album. So we're going to start with you, Jonny, and tell me a bit about yourself, who the North Berwick songwriting group is, and also the track that you've picked as well.
Thank you very much for having us here, Colin. It's great. So the songwriters got together about 18 months, 2 years ago. I met with one of them, Keith McAnally, by accident, really. And we chatted about the fact that we wrote songs together. And I said, well, let's get a little group and, learn from each other and see where we go from. And then I bumped into Lindsay in the pub, one night, as you do, and mentioned songwriting. And she said, well, I write songs. And we went. And then I was in the cafe upstairs and I'd met Fez. He was selling records upstairs. And he said, well, I write songs. And all of a sudden I had a group of people.
Everybody's a songwriter.
Yeah, 10 or 12 of us. We got together and we literally sit in a circle once a month with guitars and pianos and such like, and talk about songs, and we set each other tasks.
Yeah.
Most of our tasks are set by Lindsay. She's our inspiration over there and will get us trying different things. And it's been great. I mean, the main thing I could say that's been a success is that we all really get on very well.
Yeah.
There's a lovely atmosphere. And then we got some sponsorship from the North Berwick Trust for an album, and that's why we're here today, really. We've produced that album, Born in the Lothians, and we're very proud of it.
No, it's great. You sent me a copy of it and you've given me the hard copy as well, and I've been listening to it and they're all great tracks. And by the way, that's a fantastic North Berwick accent you've got there, Yeah, what part of North Berwick did that come from then?
So I'm from South Wales originally. My wife's from Edinburgh, and I moved to North
True
Berwick.
love on Valentine's.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that what it is? Wow,
Absolutely.
There you go. What a connection.
Yes, I had a card and a box of chocolates from Elaine this morning.
That's nice.
I know.
That's nice. Where are they?
I know, I should have brought them.
You should have brought
And
them,
she said to me,
didn't you?
they're heroes. And she said, that's because you're my hero. She said.
Oh, wow. Yeah, right. Yeah, she's got a sick book. No, right. Now, the album, as you said, is called Born in the Lothians.
Yes.
Right. I know what it's about, but what is the Born in the Lothians about?
Well, when we set ourselves the task of writing some songs that were about East Lothian, we weren't going to be specific to North Berwick. I mean, but then we widened it again. I said, well, let's just call it the locality. And John came up with this song, Born in the Lothians, which I know you've played before, Colin. Yeah. And we all sort of were really taken by it, and we thought, well, there we got our title. Yeah. And the artwork then was done by one of our friends, Fiona Campbell, who does the work for Live at the Law in North Berwick. Okay. And so the whole thing really has been produced from people in North Berwick.
Right, okay. The whole thing, which is good.
Yes.
And they're not all from North Berwick, as you say, though, are they?
Most of them? A couple from Edinburgh,
right.
but they've got strong ties to North Berwick, and they've lived there part of the time. But otherwise, yeah, everything has been done, all the artwork, all the photography.
Which is brilliant, yeah. And this is why it's good for the community, and this is what we do on this radio station. It's all for the community of East Lothian, although it does go out further afield. I've just had a request from somebody in London at the moment, so I just said, I'm down in London and I'm having a great time. Yeah, no worries, pal, yeah.
Oh, we've had contact from people all over the country. And even a friend of mine who lives in Spain, I send him tracks and he's fascinated by the whole thing.
Yeah, it is, and it's great, and we do reach all over the place. And so we're going to do the first song.
Yeah.
What is the first song we're going to
So
do?
the first song is by Stephen McDonald, and it's called Fisherrow Harbour. So, an iconic place in East Lothian. But an interesting fact about this was that one of the tasks that Lindsay had set us was to work together on a song. And Fiona Shivas, one of our group, had written a story, and Stephen wrote the song about that story, about father and daughter. And the way Stephen says it in the song, you hear him coming back from fishing into the harbour in Fisherrow.
Right, and that's what the song is all about.
That's what it's all about.
Okay, before we do move on, I'd just like to say a good morning to Ross Craig down in London, down at his brother Neil, so just have a good day. Listen to some great songs all the way from East Lothian. So this is Stephen McDonald, first track, Fisherrow Harbour.
My skin feels rough in your little hand. One final hug, then I'll leave dry land. When we're apart, feels like I'm torn. This sailor's heart started beating when you were born. At Fisherrow Harbour, tears of salt water, I love you, my daughter. At Fisherrow Harbour, I'm a proud father. Man of the sea, emotions we hide. I know you read my imperfect mind. Watch from the waves, cold wind and your nose. I still keep you safe when my body is frail and old. At Fisherrow Harbour, tears of salt water, I love you, my daughter. At Fisherrow Harbour, moments like this, moments of bliss, those are life's gifts. Write them down, write them down. At Fisherrow Harbour, tears of salt water, I love you, my daughter. At Fisherrow Harbour, I'm a proud father. At Fisherrow Harbour, tears of salt water, I love you, my daughter. At Fisherrow Harbour, I'm a proud father. At Fisherrow Harbour.
Well, there you go. That is the first track from the album that we're looking at today. Born in the Lothians, the North Berwick Songwriters. And that is Stephen McDonald.
Yep.
And is he from North Berwick himself?
No, he's from Edinburgh.
Right. And
Yeah.
he comes down to...
He comes down regularly.
monthly
Stephen.
meetings?
Yeah, monthly meetings, regularly. And he's got an album of his own now that he's just released since we've been part of the Songwriters.
All right.
It's songs about love, and it's tremendous. If anybody wants to look at it, it's on social media.
Yeah, you'll need to get some of the songs passed on to me, and we'll give them a spin, shall we say? And but you're also working on other material now as well, aren't you?
Well, we've always got something on the go. Last week we had a meeting where we'd all taken some poems from a local poet called Ali Blevins, who's got Parkinson's disease, and we put them to music. And then people from the Parkinson's Association came along to our meeting and sat and listened to us play. And it was really very emotional. I must say everybody did a fantastic job. Because John is here, I'll tell you that he played a song on his own with a little piano, and it was just heartrending.
Yeah.
And so we're going to go about recording those now, and with Ali, then we'll promote that a little bit. I'll send you copies.
You send me a copy, yeah. And when do you think that'll be?
Well, it'll take a couple of months. It's just getting around to recording them, really. If we do the album, for instance, was recorded with some pretty hefty production on it. One of our group, Mark Ellis, did it.
Yeah, I've met Mark.
Yeah, he did it on very, very cheaply for us, obviously. But to get things to a certain level as they are on the album costs quite a lot of money. So then we'll self-produce, I think, something this year, which is a little less high on the production side, but it's still quality music.
Yeah, because I had Venus as a boy.
Yes, Cammy.
Yeah, he was in Christmas, because we had his Christmas single.
Yeah,
so we were in playing that one.
This is Agnes.
That's on the album, and it's Song for
about
Agnes.
the witch trials in North
It
Berwick.
is. It wasn't Christmas. It was to do with the witch trials. That's right.
Tremendous song that is. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, and we quite enjoyed it. Had a good chat, so it was good. Right, we're going to go over to we're going over to Lindsay now. I'm looking at you, Joanna, but you're right. You'd think we'd planned something, eh? And but Lindsay, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Thanks for having us again.
Not seen you for ages.
You're sick of the sight of me.
Yeah. So again, you're part of the album.
I am.
But you haven't picked one of your songs either.
That's correct. There's just too many good, talented songs.
There is, and there's, as I say, there's 18 tracks.
That's right.
And they're all fantastic tracks. Yeah, which is good. And I meant to say, where can you get hold of this album?
So you can buy it on Bandcamp. Is that right, Jonny?
Yeah, that's the digital download.
So you can download it on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
But you've got physical albums as well, CDs.
We do as well. I think you can still buy that on Bandcamp, and Jonny will send it out, or from anybody in the group we can order it and get it. But email us via the Facebook page, or contact any of us individually.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you can still get the hard
copy.
Yeah, we're trying. There are a couple of shops in North Berwick that have offered to sell it, so we'll get around to put it in the shops as well.
Okay, good. So Lindsay,
yes,
tell us about yourself, because we know a bit about you anyway, but why don't you tell us anyway?
Yeah, so my usual guise is my stage name of Wave of the Flood, and I've been in a couple of times to chat to you about an album that I'm releasing. So I'm doing a single a month, so you've very kindly played most of them, I think.
And we're going to be playing your new one after
fabulous.
This as well.
Thank you. That came out yesterday, so it's keeping me very busy. But the work in the songwriter group is just really different. It's a nice thing to do. So we set our challenge every month, as Jonny said, and usually I come up with the ideas for that. So try to keep them quite different, so that if somebody doesn't enjoy one month, or doesn't really know how to handle that one, then they can learn from that, and then also the next month they might get something that's a bit easier.
Right.
Tell us what you've done this month.
Well, so this month's one is I took a walk around the harbour, and I noticed that some of the boats had incredible names, so I took photographs of some of the names on the boats, and then everyone has to write a song about the harbour, or inspired by the names. So it might be that it's nothing to do with the sea.
Yeah, nothing to do with the boat, but it's got to have the boat's name in it.
Yeah, exactly. And I took some photographs of some benches and
very
things.
Inventive, eh?
Yeah. So it should be quite a fun one.
Okay. The album, as I say, 18 tracks, 18 artists. They're all, did I say, single artists. Do you do collaborations as well?
We have done some of that. So there was 1 month that we specifically set that as a challenge. So we all wrote a poem and then swapped it with people. And then some people in the group, just because of the nature of it, have made friends and worked. John in particular, you've been quite good at teaming up with a lot of people. Myself and Mark have written together. Myself and Keith have worked together. I've got Jonny in my sights. I keep telling him that we need to write together. So it has been really collaborative, although that isn't. It's not forced upon people. You can choose to if they want.
Yeah, okay. Right, we're going to do the second track, and it's called Pilgrim from Doug Anthony.
That's
so
right.
A bit about Doug.
Yeah, so he is an incredible songwriter. He's one of our more experienced, and he's actually writing, or has just finished writing, a musical about King Arthur. And he has quite an interesting history, and Pilgrim, the song he selected, is based on that as well. So I live on St Baldridge Road, and he lives just off it, and there's a lot of history in North Berwick about the Pilgrims and St Baldred coming from the Northumberland coast right up, and doing the Pilgrim's Path, and then with St Baldred living on the Bash Rocks. It's quite famous in that area. So this is Doug's sort of homage to the Pilgrims. Okay, let's have a listen then.
I am a poor sinner who ventures from home on a desperate quest to atone and lacking coin for Santiago or Rome. I'll settle for St. Andrew's bones. Reavers I've risked and brisk winds that blaw. Samsung to keep spirits high, till they're in the distance nor Berwick Law rises like Mount Sinai. I am a pilgrim, I am a pilgrim, sailing to Scotland's Jerusalem. I am a pilgrim, I am a pilgrim, so my soul can sing with the Lord's cherubim. And there on the south shore a royal baroness, where I'll claim a badge ere I sail, as archangels over my salvation rest. My voyage may help them prevail. I am a pilgrim, I am a pilgrim, sailing to Scotland's Jerusalem. I am a pilgrim, I am a pilgrim, so my soul can sing with the Lord's cherubim. The cliff top cathedral I'll wait. When I see it, my heart will elate. Hymns will welcome me in. Redemption I'll win. Again I'll begin. Yet the Forth has no ford like the River Jordan. So forth on the first tide I'll go, to Earl's very shore and a perilous cordon of robbers, wild boars and more woe. Faith is my strength and lends me protection. God favours the steadfast and brave. I fear no diabolical intervention. For live or die, I know I'm saved. I am a pilgrim, I am a pilgrim, sailing to Scotland's Jerusalem. I am a pilgrim, I am a pilgrim, so my soul can sing with the Lord's cherubim. I am a pilgrim, I am a pilgrim, sailing to Scotland's Jerusalem. I am a pilgrim, I am a pilgrim, and my soul will sing with the Lord's cherubim.
Yeah, this is Colin Torley, and I'm here with my guests, which are the North Berwick Songwriters. We have Jonny Williams, we have John Ferrier, and we have Lindsay Strachan, and we're talking about their new album, that says Born in the Lothians.
Born in the Lothians, yeah.
So what we're going to do, we've played 2 tracks from the album, 2 brilliant tracks, by the way, and we're going to go to you, because what I found strange is when I asked them to pick a song, they didn't pick any of their own. We're going to try and squeeze a couple in more, we'll see what happens. So I'm going to go to you, John.
Yep.
Where did Fez come from, by the way?
Well, at primary school, my name Ferrier, they shortened it as a nickname to Fez, and it's sort of stuck. People call me Fez. But performing myself, I go under John Mackay Ferrier. That's my full name.
Right.
So if people are looking me up as an individual artist, it's John Mackay Ferrier.
Okay.
But in the songwriting group, I'm John Fez Ferrier.
Right.
Everyone knows me as Fez.
Because what we'll do, we're chatting to you individually, but we'll come back and say where people can actually listen to you as well. Because Lindsay, we've got your new single, which we're going to play as well. So, and hopefully by the time we're going to play your one as well, John.
Thank you.
So hopefully, I think we will be able to squeeze that in. So what's your background then?
I am a plasterer to trade. That's what I am. Right. And as a plasterer, I liked writing songs. So
as all good plasterers do.
Yes. And I've been writing songs since I was 14 years old. I've been in various bands, writing songs for these bands. But as a retired person now, I've got loads of time to write songs. So I'm so proud to be part of this songwriting group, because they encourage me every month to write. And once I start writing that, I'd write loads of stuff in that month. So I feel that I've been encouraged to do it.
So are you planning to do your own solo album as well?
I've got now 47 songs that I've earmarked.
Okay,
but
so
from then
triple album then, yeah?
I'm going to record maybe 12 of these properly and then produce my own album. But my wife doesn't know that yet.
I've got news for you, John.
She does now.
She does now.
No, yeah.
So the songwriting group, for example, Fiona Shivas, who this song has been written by, when I first met her, she had a camper van and she was an artist. She would go around the whole of Scotland painting, and she hadn't really written songs before. So this is the thing about this group, it really encourages you to write songs.
Yeah.
Everybody supports each other. Some people have been doing it for years, others have just started. Some people in the group had never sung into a microphone before, so we were passing on our knowledge on how to do it. Yeah. And we have done performances. We've played at Fringe by the Sea a couple of times, and it's really encouraging.
Yeah, which is good, and you all look after each other, as you say. Yep. You're starting to look at collaborations now as well, which is good.
Yes.
So what we're going to do now, Fiona Shivas, her song is called Summer Affair.
Yes.
What's that one about? I
Basically,
can guess.
Well, you know, from the first song, Fisherrow, Harbour, she writes stories.
Yeah.
So she's written a story which she's formed into a song. It's about her walking through North Berwick, through East Lothian, and it's like a summer affair.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this is referred to a lot of the sounds of it to be like a Joni Mitchell type song.
Yeah.
So that's the way she thought of it in her head, and that's the way she produced the song. It's brilliant.
It is. It's a great song. I've been listening to the album, and it's a great album as well. But I want you to. I'll tell you. I'm going to challenge you now. I want you to write a full album about Preston Pans. Maybe not. Okay. So this is Fiona Shivas. Is it Shivas?
Yes, Shivas.
Yes. And this is Summer Affair. that's Fiona Shivas.
Yeah.
Am I getting that right? Yeah. Summer Affair, and that is from the album Born in the Lothians from the Berwick Songwriters. We're going to do a fourth track now, and Jonny, you're going to talk about this one. This one is Dave Hanley.
Yeah.
And it's Lammerlaw.
Yeah. So what's interesting, I think, about this is that Dave has looked at the sort of landscape of around him, East Lothian. He says, I want to write songs about inanimate objects, and so he'd written this beautiful instrumental about Yellow Craig's Beach, and then he said, well, I've got this other idea, and he put this song together about Lammerlaw, which I still don't really understand, but it's one of the laws out in the Lammermuir Hills, and the history of it, looking over East Lothian, has everything unfolds in front of it, from the Romans and the Pilgrims and everything. The interesting thing with this is that Dave plays keyboard, most incredible keyboard, and he actually manages to reproduce this live, which is quite something. Because when you hear it, I think it really, all of us agree this is a really atmospheric song.
Yeah. See, just on that, I mean, did everybody do their own individual production on these songs, or did you have one producer doing all the songs?
The three of them are produced by different producers, but the main producer on the album is one of our own, Mark Ellis, who
and Mark's got his own song on here as well.
Yeah, Fair Weather Sun is his stage name, if you like, and Mark has. Well, I can ask you too, because you've worked with him. He really does the best in bringing the best out in people.
Yeah.
So he gets them in the studio, and it's not just plug in and play. Mark gets them really giving it everything, and we've got to thank him, because there's so much energy on this album. A lot of it's down to him.
I thought when I first met him, he was going to be a sound engineer, and I was going to have to do all the work to get it sounding well. But he takes you by the hand and says to you, "That sounds good, but this would sound better."
Right, okay.
And if you took that out there and placed it here, so he's actually going through the production as you're recording it, and you think back what you've just recorded, I think that's much, much better than I had originally come up with. So he's a great producer.
No, which is good. It's good. Your song, but it's good to get somebody else's interpretation of it, I suppose, which is what makes good producers. Okay, then let's go into the fourth song. This is Dave Hanley. This is Lammerlaw.
"10,000 years since the ice melted north, I've looked over you. From Dunedin to Dunbar, been here forever. If only you knew. I'm high on my hill, looking over the blue. I see the kingdom and the Chivia too. Seen Romans come and go, and Jesus make his mark. So if you're feeling kinda seasick down on the coast, turn around and climb me, 'cause I can give you hope. I'm Lammerlaw. Shed tears with the stars, seen trees disappear as the land fell apart. But through it all, I stood strong and true. So if you're feeling kinda jaded, ragged and lost, turn around and climb me, 'cause I can give you Lammerlaw. sick down on the coast. Turn around and climb me, 'cause I can give you hope. Lammerlaw.
There we go. That is Dave Hanley. That is Lammerlaw. That is from the album, from the North Berwick Songwriters group. That is Born in the Lothians is the album. Fantastic album, by the way, guys. You should be really proud of it, which I'm sure you are. So what we're going to do now, we're going to do some words from the ads and sponsors, and we're going to come back with another couple of tracks. One in the album, one not in the album, which we'll talk about as soon as we come back. Okay then, this is Colin Torley. It is Radio Saltire, Saturday morning show, and we're into the third and final hour and the last 20 minutes, as it's now 20 minutes to 11. We've got three guests in the studio today. We've got Jonny Williams, we've got John Fez Ferrier, and Lindsay Strachan as well. And we're talking about their new album that they've just released, which is called Born in the Lothians, and it's the North Berwick Songwriters. And great album. So we've played four tracks from the album, four different tracks, and as I did say, you didn't pick any of your own tracks, which is commendable, guys, really commendable. But I'm going to change that, because,
right.
John, I've got your single, which I did play on Wednesday. But strangely enough, and I know you sent me this, Jonny, but I thought, you're going to want your own single, because it is I suppose it's the title track, Born in the Lothians. I thought, you've got to play the title track. So I did put it into the system this morning as well, and thought, right, let's do this. So come on then, John. Born in the Lothians, what's it about?
I've got a cousin who lives in Philadelphia.
Right.
And she has never been in Edinburgh or in the Lothians to know what the history is. So when I say to her what my address was, she says, that says East Lothian. What's East Lothian? I says, what, you're joking? I live in East Lothian, which is the history of Scotland. That's with the Saltire flag. She says, what's the Saltire flag? I said, so then I decided to, instead of give her the history, I would write this song and then explain to her and put a little video together. So I put an MP4 video together along with the song and put it out there. But at the same time, we're part of the songwriters group. So when this initiative came up to put something on the album, it was a no-brainer to put Born in the Lothians. Yeah,
and I did see the video. The video's on YouTube, isn't it?
It is,
yeah,
yes.
I did see that as well. So it's a great song, which we're going to play.
Thank you.
Quick question, we were just chatting off air there, and we got to the stage where, why songwriting, guys? What made you get into song? What made you get into music? You said you've been doing it since you were 14.
Yeah, but I remember being at my granny's parties, Craig Miller parties, and it was round the table. We had to go singing our songs.
You had to do it,
and you practiced it all year until the Christmas party. So it was one of these. I'm a performer, but I also wanted to show people what I could do.
Yeah.
So as far as songwriting is concerned, it's a melody. It comes to my head. I whistle it onto a phone, or I record it and then make it into a song, and it's part of me. It's just that's what you do. It's hard to explain why you do it, but it's inside you to do it.
Yeah, I think, as I said to you earlier on, Colin, songwriting has been going on for thousands of years, really, isn't it? It's a way of passing stories along. And nowadays, everybody thinks about the commerciality of it. Can you sell a song, for instance, and does it become commercially, which would be great, if it happens. But otherwise, songwriting for me is it gets something out there, just like someone who's painting or writing poetry or doing any art, really. Some people have written, thousands of songs. How many songs have you written, Lindsay?
Oh, at least 170 now.
She's prolific.
But you work on trying to inspire us as well. What sort of drives you to keep writing?
Yeah, I think when I was younger, I thought songs had to be really authentic and heartfelt, and you had to pour your emotions out. And then I saw an interview with someone who said, no, it's like a 9-to-5 job for me. I get up and I think of a story and I write about it. And then tapping into the idea that it could just be a creative writing exercise really expanded what I could write. And that's what I love about the songwriting group, is that every month you go, right, what can we write about? It doesn't have to be, right, everyone, are you breaking your heart about an ex-boyfriend? Or, it's just creative, and it's a way to express ourselves, and I adore that I can do that in a group of people that feel the same way. Yeah,
and that's what all good songwriters do, isn't it? And you've been doing that, but you're working full-time as well. I am. And so it must be difficult to try and balance it, and then doing your work, and then can you actually just switch off for your work and think, right, I'm just going to... Do you play the guitar, obviously?
I do, yeah.
And then you sit down with your guitar and you start writing?
Yeah.
Do you get that brain freeze sometimes? Or?
I think, again, that's what's so beautiful about the group, because sometimes when you sit down and you try to think of an idea, it's quite hard to work out where to start. Whereas when you've already been given a stimulus and you know that you've got to write a topic... I ask a lot of people to do free writing, for example. So if you're, writing about a topic, just write as much as you possibly can without trying to shape it into a song, and then go through it and underline bits that sound nice, and then immediately the song pops out. It's quite a good way to write.
How does it work if you're sitting there and you've all said, right, this is what we're going to do? You mentioned the thing about the boats. So everybody's got to pick a boat name and write a song. It doesn't have to be about the boat, but as long as it's got that name. So they're sitting the day before the next meeting. I've not written nothing.
That sounds like
Mark. Yeah.
Does that happen?
It does, yeah.
It does happen.
Yeah, I'm usually the weekend before, and Mark's usually the day off.
I'm not like that, because I couldn't at the school stand homework. If I have to go home and it's homework, it drives me nuts. So on the way back from the meeting, in the car, I've written the melody line, I've written it, and I'm working it that month. But if I wait for the day before, it drives me mental. I couldn't do that.
Right, we're going to come back to that, but we're going to do your track from the album, which is called Born in the Lothians, and as I say, there's a good video that goes with it as well on YouTube. So this is John Mackay Ferrier.
Correct.
This time, not John Fez Ferrier, but John Mackay Ferrier. And this is where people will find you.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Born in the Lothians.
In the year 832 AD, just prior to the Battle of Athelstan Ford in East Lothian, King Angus, King of the Scots, with his army in front of him, led them in prayer. They then saw a cloud formation of a white saltire in the blue sky. The king vowed that if St Andrew helped him to win the battle, he would make him patron saint of Scotland. The Scots won the battle. The saltire became the flag of Scotland, and the formation of Scotland as a nation began. I was born in the Lothians, with my Scottish blood thumping through my heart. I was born and raised in the Lothians. It's with me now, it's made me who I am. I'm proud to be from the Lothians, with the history of the Saltire in the sky, with its famous capital city and its river, and the castle on the rocks standing high. I was born in the Lothians, with my Scottish blood thumping through my heart. I was born and raised in the Lothians. It's with me now, it's made me who I am. Famous people from the Lothians, John Muir, Alexander Graham Bell. So proud to be from the Lothians. They made an impact all over the world. I was born in the Lothians, with my Scottish blood thumping through my heart. with my Scottish blood thumping through my heart. I was born and raised in the Lothians. It's with me now, it's made me who I am. I was born in the Lothians, with my Scottish blood thumping through my heart. I was born and raised in the Lothians. It's with me now, it's made me who I am. I was born in the Lothians, with my Scottish blood thumping through my heart. I was born and raised in the Lothians. It's with me now, it's made me who I am. Oh, it's with me now, it's made me who I am. Oh, it's with me now, it's made me who I am.
Yeah, there we go. Fantastic, John.
Thank you
I
very
do
much.
like that. That's got a big heart-pumping song there.
Yeah.
Now, you were telling me offline, and I'm going to say this, but you were thinking about maybe rewriting this for Heart of Midlothian.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Get the fans chanting because I'm a die-hard Hearts fan. And I would love
I'm going to switch this off in a minute. But it would be good, but you did say it when they win the league. Come on. No, I'll tell you what, if they win tomorrow, I think they're shoo in to win it.
Yeah.
So it should be a good game tomorrow. Surrounded by Hearts fans.
You realise that half of Scotland's turned off now.
Well, they do. I mean, I got an invitation to do the singer-songwriter, and he's quite well known. And looked up all his information and looked on Facebook, and he's wearing a Celtic top.
All right.
And I'm thinking, I need to get him on. But as soon as he mentioned he's a Celtic fan, you're right. It's like he's lost it. He's lost it completely. But you're not a football fan. You're more rugby.
Oh, I love football, but I'm very, very keen that Scotland beat England today.
Absolutely. I think
Having
we
been
all
stuffed
are.
by them last week, the Welsh.
Yeah. No, I'm definitely looking forward to it today. I'll be watching it today. Not going out tonight. Not got any bookings tonight, so I'll be watching it. 4:10, I think it is.
it is.
So it'll be good. So what is your football team then, Jonny?
Well, bizarrely, Norwich City. Get over that, because I worked there for
Just down the
20
road,
years.
Yeah.
And
Local
my son
club.
is fanatical. He lives in Leith now, but we lived there for 20 years and we were season ticket holders.
Aye.
And we've got Rangers ex-manager, and he's doing really well at the moment.
He is actually. I didn't notice that because they're climbing the league, aren't they?
Well, we were in the relegation zone at Christmas time, and now we could make the playoffs.
Well, I used to go to Norwich quite a bit, and one of the guys that was in my class at school, Greg Shepherd,
Yeah.
he was a striker for Norwich.
Yeah.
So he came out with me. We had a good chat about the good old days. But he does a lot of the sort of hospitality and PR down there.
Lots of Scottish people, lots of Scottish guys played for Norwich, when I was there.
Okay, right, what we're going to do now, we've got time for the one more track. And Lindsay, I'm going to go over to you because you're changing your hat now. So you're no longer Lindsay Strachan from the North Berwick Songwriter Group. You are Wave of the Flood.
Indeed.
And you've been in here and we've chatted about your singles and you put them all together and doing an album. Your new single came out yesterday.
That's right, yeah.
So come on now, tell me what it's about.
Yeah, so this is a bit of an anti-Valentine's Day song that's intentionally landing this weekend. It's one for...
On this day.
Yeah, exactly. It's one for all of the people out there who haven't yet found love for whatever reason.
You've got a dog, have you not?
I do.
Yeah.
And he is the love of my life. He's definitely the love of my life. But this one is the 9th single out, so I've got 3 more to come after that. And for the first time, it features John McCusker on fiddle. So he joined us for the last 4 tracks, and he is an absolute legend. So
Name dropping, eh?
Yeah, he was brilliant to have on this. And Chris Drever, again, as always, producing it. But also, my particular favourite on this track is the knee slaps. So you'll hear we didn't have any percussion, so John from Preston Pans, Chris and myself are all playing knees on this track. Very romantic.
You just love a knee, don't you? A knee slap now and again. It's like whistling. I just love a song that's got whistling in it.
Yes.
I was playing the new single and from the Gorillas. I don't know if you know the Gorilla. And it's got a lot of whistling in it, but I do
great
like
track.
it. Yeah, it's good. So it's about So it's an anti-Valentine
Yeah, it's
song.
called Afraid to Be Loved, so that kind of sums up of the meaning of that. But it's kind of just talking about how, when you're younger, you think, love will just come to you, and then maybe when it does, you're a bit scared of it. So.
Yeah, okay, right, okay then. Right, this is Wave of the Flood, and single number 9.
9, yeah.
Have you got your 3 songs ready to go?
Yes, so they've all been recorded now, and I'm about to go into mastering for vinyl so that I can get them produced before May. So.
Will that be done down?
Yeah, we done it at Shivas in East Lothian.
Yeah,
keeping it local, got to love that.
Yeah, definitely. They do a lot these days, don't they? I need to try and get in there one day. Maybe if I bring them in for an interview, they'll invite us down to have a look. Have you been in it yet?
I haven't actually been in person.
I've seen videos. It looks good. Right, Afraid to Be Loved, Wave of the Flood, anti-Valentine song. Right, okay.
And lost the best version of myself. I'm getting older and stuck in my ways. I can see how I let someone in. I miss someone telling me that it's okay, and the comfort of skin against skin. So why am I afraid to love again? I had the feeling that I wasn't worthy of someone investing some time in me. If I could just lose some weight, maybe I'd get a date with someone who could see the good things in me. I was just looking for any excuse to escape from the fear of rejection. I've kept myself busy and out of harm's way in an act of self-deception. So why am I afraid to love again? I built my own house and I bought a nice car. Got a great job that has taken me far. There's one thing I want and it's breaking my heart, that I'm so afraid to be loved. I am so afraid to be loved. I am so afraid to be loved.
Oh, how good is that? That is Wave of the Flood. That is Afraid to Be Loved. And you're still waiting on your love then?
Yes, apart from the dog. But
Apart from the dog, absolutely. And wait till the dog finds out.
I know.
You'll be jealous. And I put a photograph of on Facebook. Got up at 6:30 this morning, jumped in the shower, came back. 2 dogs are on the bed. The cat even managed to sneak in. And they just couldn't wait till I got out of bed. Anyway, I'm wasting time there. And Jonny.
Yes.
Thanks for coming. And so you mentioned there that you don't have a website.
No, we don't have a website at the moment. We could actually think about one this year. We've got a Facebook page,
Yeah.
which everybody has, of course, and you can direct message us through that. So if somebody would be interested in a physical copy of the album, we have CDs, we don't have vinyl at the moment, then just message us directly and we'll pick it up. I think you can pick it up as well, Lindsay, can't you? So it's me as well. Or any member of the group that you know or you get in touch with, you can mention it to them and they can contact us as well.
Okay. Well, look, thanks for coming in.
No,
Hope
thank
you've
you,
enjoyed
Colin.
it.
It's been
Hope you've
great
enjoyed
fun.
it.
We really enjoyed
John?
it.
Thank you, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
And thanks for playing my track.
Yeah, well, that's twice now this week. We'll be playing it again until you change the words to Heart of Midlothian. Then it's not going to... I will be playing it, and if they win the league, you can bet I'll play it. Not very much, right?
Thank you.
But yeah, thank you. And Lindsay...
Yes.
Good to see you again.
Thank you, Anthony.
And you're doing so well just now. I mean, the work that you're doing behind the scenes with all your social media stuff is fantastic, and you're getting a lot of airplay everywhere, aren't you?
I am, yeah. It's really nice to be so supported.
So that's great. Anyway, thanks for coming, guys and girls. Sorry, and but I've enjoyed it, and we'll get the copy of this to you as well. But do stay tuned. Coming up right after the news, we have the young team. So dare I say, guys, you've had the old team. I'm kidding myself. We've got the young team with Amy, Wee and Gracie coming up from 11 to 1. And then...